Hey guys, today this video is going to be about a device that I originally was excited about, but after receiving it, I'll tell you about it here in a minute, but this is the Smok ROLO badge. Obviously this is not new. This has been out. But this is the ROLO badge. This is the box it comes in. It's made by Smok. Yes, if you've seen my other videos and kept up with me, you know that almost all my devices are made by Smok. And that's going to change. So this is the ROLO badge. I got the prism rainbow color, which looks really nice. I really like how it looks. Get to that in a minute. The kit includes the device, 2 pods, so that's nice. It has a 250 milliamp hour battery, so it's the same as the Infinix. And the Infinix only takes about 20 to 25 minutes to charge, so this is really quick. I've been having problems with the charging on this. So it's going to look like this. The metal part comes in here, and then a pod comes in here. You're going to get the second pod in this. Your instruction booklet. This is nice. They give you this needle nose bottle. You got your attention card that tells you to let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes to make sure your cotton gets saturated with the juice after you fill it. And then your micro USB cable for charging. Like I said, it looks nice. They also sell rubberized versions. I did not get that. I just got the rainbow. And this thing, since it's, you know, so glossy and everything, it's a fingerprint magnet. It's going to get fingerprints all over it all the time. To me, that's not really a big deal. Really, I don't care about the fingerprints. But, so you can see it says ROLO there. And then you have the Smok branding here on the front. And then there's a notification light. It has a good bit of weight to it, which I do like. I really like the feel of it. I like the look of it. I really want to like this thing. I wanted to like it. But Smok, again, you let me down. You can see it has, you know, the edges are not really rounded. But I don't know. I like how it looks. There is your port for charging it. It's on the side. You can see down inside of it, you're going to have your 2 magnetic connection ports on each side. And then in the middle are the connection pins that will match with these pins on the pod so you can vape. I filled up the pod that came with it. You can see there's 2 flaps. Now you're going to want to open both when you're filling it. You don't have to fill up both sides because it will run over. But you're going to want to open both so that air can come out the other side while you're filling it on the one side. They're kind of hard to pull out if you don't have fingernails. But these will both pop out and you know, pull them up. So you can see here, and this is a dark pod, so it's going to be kind of hard to see your juice level. You're going to have to hold it up to the light. But you can see it says Smok on that side and ROLO on that side. And these hold 2 mLs of liquid, and it says on the back 7 to 12 watts. This is the pod that came with the kit. So I filled it up, stuck it in here, you know. It's magnetic, so it fits in there. You know, It's not a satisfying click or anything like that. It's kind of, it's fine. It fits in there fine. Okay, this pod, I noticed, wiggles. And I thought, okay, well, let's try it anyway. Like this. Light's not coming on. Pull it out, look around, put it back in, and I know already it's because this pod is not sitting flush in there. So, I had to take my mouth and push down on one side and push really hard so that they would make a connection. That's how I was having to hit it. And since I had to do that and suck so hard, I was getting major spit back. The juice was coming out. It was getting on my lips. It's really annoying. I mean, who the hell wants to take out your vape and constantly have to look at the light while you're vaping it to make sure that it's working? No. So after an hour or so, I was getting pretty pissed that this was not fitting in there correctly. And I was half tempted to contact... let's see, usually I order from Breezy. This time I ordered from 8 Vape. And I was half tempted to contact them and everything. I was just pissed. You know, why can't things just work correctly? You know, it's annoying when you're trying to quit smoking or you're in the process of quitting smoking and, you know, shit like this happens. So it was pissing me off. And I thought, maybe it's the pod. So, I had ordered an extra 3-pack of pods for this. So then I would have 5 pods and I figured I'd be good for a while. So instead of using the other pod that came with the kit, I opened one of the other pods in, you know, the pod pack. And I put it in. And I was so thankful that there was no wiggling or anything. I thought, all right, let's try it. And the light came on. And it was hitting. Yuck. I do get spit back a lot with this because I feel that I have to pull really hard, you know, to get a vape, which I don't have to do on the Infinix and I don't have to do on the Novo that I have. Like, this was just becoming a pain in my ass. And, you know, you have to, for me, this is the experience I am having with this. When I did do a search on YouTube, I did see where a bunch of people were having problems with this device. A select few, you know, they would say, oh, I loved it, it's wonderful, it's great, whatever. But the majority of them do have problems with this. But, you know, I really wanted to like it. I like the shape of it. I like how it's heavy. You know, the shape of the mouthpiece, just everything. I really wanted to love it. And I really wish that it would have just worked, you know, perfect. But, you know, even the way I have to hit it, it's not giving me, for example, like my Novo. I never have to look at that light to make sure it's working. I just hit it. You know, I just hit it and it's good to go. Of course, this time, I don't know what's wrong with these pods. I don't know, but again, like, I feel like I have to do a primer pull, you know, like this. And I never had to do that before. Like, I'm telling you guys, the last couple days I was getting so fed up with all these vape devices. I really just wanted to grab one of my girlfriend's cigarettes and just say, F it, you know, I'm done. Because something else, I'll show you. I had recently bought this Smok, another Smok product. And like I said, I'm about done. This is the Priv V8. And I was going to make a video on it and everything because I really liked it. It's small and everything. The tank that came with it, this is not the tank that came with it. The tank that came with it is the Baby Beast. And I loved it and it was working really good. I put a new coil in it. It was working fine for a day. And then I was getting like this plastic taste and it wouldn't work on that mod. It just kept blinking. So yeah, these past couple days I've not been having good luck with any of these vape devices. But anyway, back to the badge. I'm going to hit it again. Like I said, with this, I feel like I have to pull hard. And usually I have to do a primer pull. To get a decent hit. And then when I do that, I get spit back and juice all in my mouth. And it's just a pain in my ass, like I said. I don't know. Also, charging this. 250 milliamp hour battery, just like the Infinix. The Infinix, I said, takes 20-25 minutes and it's done. This thing was on a charger for 3 hours and the red light never went off. I finally unplugged it and I thought, okay, maybe the battery, the light's messed up or something is wrong. Yeah, it should have only taken at least a half an hour to charge. And it didn't. 3 hours and the light was still on. I unplugged it. So now, when I charge it, I leave it on for about 30 minutes or so and I unplug it because the light will never go off. So I've just had a really bad experience with this badge. And if it wasn't for the fact, so much annoyance with having to buy a, box, a package, whatever, mail it back to the company, have them send it back. I just don't feel like doing all that when I, what I pay, 14, 15 bucks. I just didn't feel like doing all that. The pros, I like a little bit of heft, a little bit of weight, and I like how this is heavy. The way it looks, the way it feels. That's my pros. The look of it. The cons, it never stops. The light never goes off. It doesn't charge correctly. Half the time, with the pods, it's hit or miss if it's going to fit in here correctly. Vaping it, it's not a consistent pull. I always have to look at the light to make sure it's making contact if it's going to work. And spit back constantly on my lips, which is not fun or enjoyable when you have 35, 50 milligram salt nick in here. So, for my experience with this is a no. If it would have worked and everything, I really would have liked it and I probably would have praised it. But there's too many wrong things with this, and I'm not enjoying it. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. This is a no for me. And like I said, every device that I have purchased is made by Smok. And I'm moving on. If and when I decide to buy another device, I'm going with a different brand. But I feel like Smok is everywhere. Everything you look at, oh, that one looks nice. It's made by Smok. And I think I'm done. When I look for another device, it'll be a different brand. I don't know what I'll do. At this point, I'm pretty aggravated with everything, so I ain't even been looking. I've spent so much money on all this. And like that Infinix was the second one I purchased. Because obviously with all these, the condensation or whatever is going to build up in here. And then it's going to get, you'll see it, it's liquid or condensation, water droplets, whatever. It gets all down inside these pins. And you will need to take a Q-tip and clear it out. That's what I have to do that with the Novo, the Infinix, and now this. And so then when that happens, and if you don't constantly, clean that out, it's going to eventually stop working. And my Infinix didn't last me but maybe 2 months. And I purchased another one. Like I said, that's my second one. The Novo so far is still going strong. Haven't any problems with that, knock on wood. Sorry this video is so long. Yeah. I had already made a video on that Smok, the priv. But I don't even think I'm putting it up yet until I figure out what's going on with the tank. Like I said, I'm pretty much done. That's it. That's it for now. I'll see you guys next time.